I'm
What's
not.
the address of your
Have a good one.
emergency?
Yeah, I'm getting bombarded right now by stalkers harassing me, and I'm in the middle of a live performance. They're interrupting my work. I'm literally live right now. People are listening and not.
Emergency.
What?
What is the address of your emergency?
445 West Weber Avenue.
And where exactly are you on this address?
That's the guest dock at the Stockton Marine, and I'm the only boat on the guest dock.
You said West Weber?
Yes.
And your name, sir?
Mr. Wood.
You're in the boat, correct?
Yes. My stalkers have sent me numerous perverted messages and threatening messages, including saying, like, we're outside, we're coming to get you, we're looking at you right now, we're flying a drone over your boat, we're going to drop gasoline on you, we're going to fucking hit you with a drone and set it on fire. And they have called, let me see, right now in this this chunk of time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 times during this live performance in the last 10 minutes, and it caused a disruption to my performance. I'm in the middle of work. I'm doing a live stream right now. It's completely unrelated to this. They are just sabotaging it, and I don't know whether it's the ones that say they're going to rape me and kill me. I don't know whether it's the ones that they're going to burn me or come outside. We're here right now. I have no way to establish this, but their crew has threatened me, and they partner with some of my neighbors around here, and there's a guy with a bunch of guns and a bad attitude just up the way. It's conceivable that I'm under attack right now. I don't know why they're being so persistent. But it's clear tortious interference, and I do fear for my safety. The MAGA guy's fuck crazy. He was talking about unregistered firearms and how to obtain untraceable firearms, and also he's got a pile of the regular ones too. And brags about it. Like, I got him on video like, yeah, I got this, that, and the other. He's in a trailer, he's in a boat that looks like a trailer, straight out with like deer antlers on the front and beer cans everywhere and dirty appliances like hanging out, and it's covered in Trump MAGA Vance flags, and they're like the dude's threat. And he threw a firecracker, or I am accusing him and his crew of throwing a firecracker up on my boat back here on New Year's, and I've got a fragmental piece of it in my hand. Like right now, we're looking at it. They throwing explosives onto someone's boat is a serious issue. He's armed, he's dangerous, he works with this group that's bullying me. They're active in what I count 17 or something attacks right now. Like, I'm in the middle. I'm still live, but I was beyond being live in my broadcast, I was working cooperatively with a group of people.
What's your phone number, sir?
I'm on 911. Don't you guys have call ID? I'm recording this and I'm live. There are two separate recordings of this going on right now. You can't just read it off your call ID. I mean, it could encourage.
That way I make sure I have the right phone number.
Well, I mean, if you can read your screen, then you can get the right numbers. Well, I'd rather not, because again, this is being recorded for YouTube. Separately from that, I am live in a live stream on a different platform. People are watching, and they very well could be. Actually, you know what? The stalkers probably are watching, and it could encourage copycats to participate and jump in and help bully me that aren't involved right now. There's a group bothering me, but it could spread. We are live. I am live. I am on set right now. This is being broadcast, and I've been dealing with it for the last 15 minutes and finally decided this is threatening. They're being obsessive. These guys are dangerous, especially the MAGA neighbor dude.
Okay. And then let the sergeant know, okay?
Yeah, please. And I've been pushing for arrests. The fucking harbor master assaulted me over here, and I got it on video, and no one's doing a damn thing about it. The neighbor with guns threatened me and has been doing... Oh, hold on. I just got a message right now. They keep sending me text messages saying, call this number, and I refuse to call any of them, but several times it says 911, so my stalkers are calling and telling me, call 911, and that's on here like 5 times, but also maybe 100 other numbers, something on that scale, like, I don't know, but there's tons of, like, they do prank call stuff and can trick me into calling other people, and I don't know what's going on. And they also use a call service that uses your number to call other people, and they send me authentication codes to give them permission to get into my phone to do that, and they've sent dozens and dozens of those. And actually, I gotta be very careful because I'm live. I was just scrolling through. If I had shown one of those by mistake, if the authorization code had passed in front of the camera right now, that would have doxed me, and I would have been vulnerable to an attack, and I couldn't take it back. It's live. Another blocked message. Again, with call this number. And there's 100 numbers here, but this most recent one is 1-224-419-5222.
Okay. I'm documenting this, okay?
Yeah, like, shit, that's not from, well, the number that just called me so many times, hold on, I didn't give that one. That's the first one. Yeah, that one's not blocked. It is 831-221-0562. So I just got a text message saying, call this number, the one I gave, and it's from a business code. It's just number 129. Like, company special promotional text messaging numbers. It's not a full number. I don't understand how that works, but just the number 129 sent me hundreds of messages saying, please call this number, and several of them, like 5 of them, are please call 911. So the stalker's messaging me, please call 911, telling me, am I in danger? I don't know. The rest of them I have no clue and haven't called, but it could easily be like another one of their victims that they're trying to get me to call, and maybe like they gaslight me and piss me off, and I'm in a violent rage of a mood, and I call whoever this is, like, who the fuck are you to call me? And it's some little old lady they're bullying. I have no idea. But potentially 100 victims here. There's no way. And there are other victims like that. Logistical in particular. There's a little old lady. I believe it's like Virginia or Carolina. I've got those records somewhere. It's been half a decade. But she is bullied by the same group I am. And she sent me money to help pay for my travel to go confront Lou Stefano and knock on his front door, and it caused like 50 police to show up, and we were live streaming it, and she thanked me profusely and said I was wonderful because she can't stop the stalkers either, and she got swatted, much like I'm getting evicted over here at the marina because I got swatted. She got swatted. They called the police and told the police she's got a gun, she's suicidal, she's going to shoot herself, and caused an armed police response at her apartment complex, and she didn't cause it, she didn't trigger it, and they were trying to get her evicted. They failed, but they almost did, and scared her and put her at risk, and they just won't stop. And this was 2019 that she sent me like $40, and before I was driving, when I was fully homeless in a backpack, and I got bus tickets, and I went from Orange County to Riverside, slept in the woods on the side of a mountain, and found his house. His enemies doxed him and knocked on the fucking front door while live streaming, and his wife and stuff was there. The whole I have done everything in my power to stop these people, and it's not just me. They bully liberals in general, gays, transvestites, minorities like blacks and Latinos. Vaccine. They can call people that have taken the vaccine zombies from the government, like they're under government control, and attack them. And they've attacked other people around me because of me that I don't understand. Like Dason back in Orange County, there was an old lady that he attacked in the park because he thought it was my mother and spying on him, and then a man and woman that he said was my sister and her husband. I don't have a sister. My mother fucking kicked me to the curb in 2003 in Kentucky. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but these people got attacked for supposedly being my family members and participating in some sort of surveillance operation against these crazy person accusing me of being under government control because I took the vaccine. I got everything documented for years. This is bad. Why are they blowing up my phone at 3:30 in the morning? If I called someone else's personal number 17 times, I believe was the count I gave you a minute ago. Like I showed it on the video too. Like there's it's something about if I got it wrong
You're
right
going
now.
to be available for contact, right?
Oh yeah, phones are on, with the exception of blocked or hidden numbers. My phones are set not to even let me know or ring for hidden numbers because the stalkers use that a lot, and I can't save the data. It doesn't let me show that I got calls at this minute and that minute and that minute. It lumps them all together in just hidden number, and if it's 1 or 100 or 1,000, there's no differentiation.
Keep recording and keep documentation in the meantime while the officer's getting in contact with you, okay?
Oh, I am, and I've had a problem with that too. I'll post the. I'll.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm documenting. I'll post the video of this, what's going on, and they'll send messages like, we're going to rape you and rape your tiny little ass, and I'll post it and they'll flag it as sexually provocative material and get the video taken down so it's not publicly available. However, in those cases, I pay for cloud storage and backups, and I have the original copies to all modern material back to like circa 2018. Even though it's not publicly accessible, I can get a copy of it and send it through private means, but cannot post it under the public forum of YouTube. And I'm not sure, I could probably post it to a different platform. I don't think flagged content would show up like on Facebook, but then they could just take it down again. So I've got both the public versions that I publish what I can, and they fight tooth and nail to remove, but also I have private data, and it's far more extensive. I have 3.8 terabytes. That's 1,000 gigabytes, 3.8 thousand gigabytes of saved data. And it's not all Stalker, that's just what my cloud storage account is, but it's prolific. And I pay $25 a month in perpetuity for that, to maintain that amount. And that's actually for 5 terabytes, so I'm 65-70% through what $25 per month will cover. In a year's time, I'm going to have to upgrade to $50 a month, the next tier up.
Okay.
Forever, every month.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that last bit?
The officer should be contacting you soon, okay?
Hopefully so. And I'm getting really fucking pissed because I went to jail recently because people said shit about me that isn't true. But I'm saying stuff about my neighbor right up here, and he's definitely armed, and he's definitely dangerous. And he said on camera, hey, Lou Stefano says hi. I'm buddies with Lou Stefano, one of my worst stalkers, the one I told you a minute ago I went to, the old lady paid me to go confront.
When did you go to jail?
Just the other day. What's it been, 48 hours?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I bailed out, and that's one of the reasons they're trying to interfere, is to try to get a bail revocation. So they're like extra motivated. And again, we're still live. Like I just left. We crashed out of the match I was doing with the party, and I left the live stream going. I'm still live.
That you use for live?
Excuse me?
What platform is it?
Twitch. I'm live on Twitch right now. Later, I'll export the files to YouTube, but the broadcasting portion, I'm live on Twitch. And there is one person watching, by the way. I forgot. I don't think I've ever fucking reported that. One of my stalkers has watched every single Twitch stream I've done since 2015. He's always there. It's always there. Once in a long while he'll say something, but I don't have a big fan base. I'm not a big game streamer. That's not my primary thing. It's just a side project I do because I have the equipment for the other business stuff and police and service dog rights and my main thing. So I just am trying that as an entrepreneurial venture. But this dude's been obsessively stalking me for 9 years on Twitch, and wow. It's frequently the only it's 3:30 in the morning. Of course, I believe if it's the person I suspect it is, he would be on the East Coast, so it'll be 6:30 there. But it's obvious if someone were to ever investigate my Twitch account and see if there's a pattern of abuse, like it becomes quite obvious. And I don't do a lot of interaction. And so the recent, and the same thing goes for like the gaming stuff. It's not, I just had a ban on my account, and I got one message from one account, and the message was, hey, we have friends in the Stockton Police Department, and we're going to team up to take you down. They don't care what we do. We're greenlit. It's just flat out telling me, I'm a stalker, I'm stalking you. No question. And people say, well, why just not do a stream? Well, what do I do in life? They bully me everywhere. This goes all the way back to the East Coast when I'm serving food at a restaurant like an Applebee's or working at a BP gas station, and people in the neighborhood would fuck me off, target the faggot. Oh, and target me because I had a teenage girlfriend in college. But fuck everyone. I don't care. Like, it's legal in Kentucky, and I didn't do anything wrong. But it's just never-ending abuse, and it's affected me in so many ways. Evictions here, the loss of job there. That was 2005. I'm talking about specifically 2005, 20 years ago. The dude I suspect is the one watching right now. There's one viewer at 3 o'clock in the morning. One viewer. And I think it's John Aaron Woody. No relation. And
I think an officer is going to be contacting you soon, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and that way they can call you, okay?
all right, then. Welcome there. Well, there's a cop that calls me late nights to take reports sometimes that's actually thorough and nice and doesn't fucking, like, be mean to me and get me all riled up. So that's cool. I hope he's working tonight.
I think that is going to be him, okay? Do
All
you remember
right.
his name?
My God, it's bad. I'm autistic and I struggle with names. It's not intentional. I'm sorry, but I really do struggle with names. I don't remember his name, but I'm sure he told me. I just can't. I just remember officer with the Stockton Police Department. It took 2 or 3 reports at this point, and my stalkers have a pattern of hitting in the early morning hours around this time, so yeah, I don't remember, but I was told. I forgot. My bad on that one.
That's okay. But just be expecting a call soon, okay?
Yeah, phone's nice and charged. I'm here. Thank you. Same to you, by the way. Thanks for not getting me riled up. I deal with enough. It's high stress. It's high stress.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's better for us to understand you when you explain everything to us, okay?
Yeah, I'm trying, and my voice is fucked off because I'm sick. I can see here how bad it. I'm just sick. I got a throat infection. I don't know.
Okay, well, hopefully you feel better, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
I have not had throat infections at all since I had my tonsils out. But I'm pretty sure I just got it from some random person in the fucking... And I am so lucky that I didn't pass one of those authorization codes. You see, that's... Something like that's bound to happen eventually. That I make an honest mistake. I've got the Twitch stream going, and I pass up an authorization code that will give them access to my phone. Like an Indian AnyDesk call center scam. Like, that happens all the time. And I did it. There's 2 videos from the other day that I fucked up like that, just a recording, doing live stream. And I don't know what to do with it. I gotta go edit them and pull out and make sure those sections are gone, or actually call those companies and block my number and just make sure those activation codes are dead. They're usually time limited, if something like an hour a day or something, but I need to double. I cannot risk someone getting permitted access to my phone, banking, crypto, gate access code, the GPS tracker thingy in my fucking vehicle, I have a device and app to track my ride, my only motorcycles too is separate, but the vehicle, the truck I drive. And there's a chance that if they were to hack my phone, they could get access to my fucking data. And like track me, like where are you at all times, and maybe even it's got a hotspot. I can make a Wi-Fi hotspot in my fucking car. Oh, I gotta log in, of course. But sync up. So that's all well and good. And my thought was, okay, when I found out the one catalytic converter on the truck was $2,900, I almost shit. Like, trucks are expensive these days. It's worth something. Plus, it's my backup place where I'm going to sleep and shit. Yeah, I was like, all right, I spent all this money getting the environmental shit taken care of and getting this truck up and running. It's good to go. It's good to go. I better fucking keep an eye on it. In fact, that's, I should call. In an hour on the East Coast, the insurance place will be open. I'll kind of feel like calling, and I've been thinking about that, to try to upgrade my insurance on the truck and have a higher grade so I can get compensated if someone breaks into it or something. Because what do I do if the truck go away and I'm sleeping in it? And also, what am I going to do if it's time to lose the boat and I got to move my shit to storage, and the TV I'm financing and have to pay $35 a month for 2 years isn't going to go on a motorcycle? Like, I thought about it real hard. I was like, well, if I take off the luggage on the bike and I cover this in blankets and I tie ropes around it and tie it to my back, in theory it's possible. No, what I end up doing is buying Ubers. But Ubers hate moving cargo. Hate it. And I've had them blow me off before, and they give you a rank down on that too. And at minimum be $40-$50 per big load. So $200-$400 is going to get spent just moving my shit here to storage. And that is not counting all the little, like, clothes and bulky stuff, which would have to be moved separately. But that I can put in, like, my big Marine Corps pack, which I just remember was stolen at Romana's. I don't have the big I had 2 of those big packs, and one of them's fucking shot out, and, like, the shoulder strap is broken and it's tied together. That's the one I have left now, the actual one. I don't have a giant Marine Corps pack on hand like I have for more than a decade. Fuck, I just remembered that. And that's something that bounced around the back of your head. Like, logistics for the bike is something I had taken care of, but now there are gaps in that. So I got to remember that I don't have the capability, like laundry in particular. The method of the Marine Corps bag has a huge, giant central compartment, and I can stuff a whole bunch of a solid washer load full of clothes in there and just do a dedicated trip to the laundromat and back to storage and have clothes for about a month. But I can't do that because I have no large packs at all. In fact, without the truck, I don't think I could take that 3-gallon water thing. That there was nothing. This is what I'm be dealing with right here, and also that pink one. But it's roughly the same set. Like, I should get on Amazon right now and handle that. So I'm gonna fuck just to show how bad Romana fucked me. I've still got that live stream to go, but I'm gonna switch over and quickly look, because I just realized that, and that's one of those. If I get caught with my pants down, I lose. How much do you lose of your stuff? And the answer would be much more catastrophic. Even if I had an afternoon to go move to storage. Like, hold up. Let me quickly, because there's that one particular thing that I know. Sponsored. Let's spell it right. Well, motherfucker. Sponsor, bullshit. It's been a long time. Motherfucker. I remember back during the pandemic, it became impossible. All bullshit. Wait, hold on. See, sponsored again. Not. They're just all sponsored. Fuck capitalism, man. But this is the style of pack I'm talking about. But it. $50 brand new, worthless. No, the brand new proper internationals are $1,300. But soldiers sell off their used shit, basically steal them and sell them so you can get them, or could a decade ago, and I'm not seeing it off the top. 40 liter, nothing. It's $165. There it is. $405. ILBE. I had it right. $405. This is it. 405, motherfucker. God damn it. So it's used. You can see it sitting against someone's wall. Military, Army, detachable assault backpack. This is that style, but it's not the real thing, and I know better. Like, I've been through this the hard way. That's $300. Oh, 1 star. Ooh. 30 zippers didn't work. Had a hole in the top as well. That doesn't. Dirty zippers wouldn't matter with the real proper international. Soak in solvent and fucking. These things are the real deal Kevlar. But that's it, dude. There is one, but it's $405. Oh, ammo can, man. So a used version of my main pack that I had for so long, with a low rating for the seller, is 405. One other option, new my ass. There's no way to buy one new. It's not possible. 471. That's that you can't. Like, I'm not even sure they sell. Well, yeah, they do some, but they're $1,300 or $1,299. I know there. Fuck. Well, I had the epiphany of, and this thing, you can't trust the shit. Oh, it's got a hydration bladder though, for actual. Well, I'm gonna leave that to research for later, but I got mine for $120, and I got a few of them. I've had a total of 3 or 4, and it's the it was all 130, 140, 150, and used secondhand, heavily used, like with someone's name written in it, salt stains from sweat and marker shit on, but it doesn't matter. It is a device that my life has centered around for years and years and years and years. That was how I survived. And with the combination of the bikes, that is how I would punch out and take my clothes, take my electronics, what I can handle, vacuum going to storage, nice $200 vacuum, power tools, got the drill and shit here, camera gear, the $200 back massager thingy. Holy fuck. I'm very nervous not to have a main pack on hand. Feel naked without it. And also be the bug out bag. Of course, like if I had one, it'd be sitting over here in the corner and it'd be packed with emergency gear, maybe my backup ID, something I could grab and go. Like if someone comes over here to bother me, I end up killing them and I got to dip out right then and there, it would change the course of events. Like take away the setup and shit, clothes, the electronic shit, charger, maybe even backup medication. Weed for me. I'm dead serious though. I'm dead fucking serious. And to see one cost $400 something, like that's a bit much. I might end up doing. Oh, I've got an Amazon not Amazon. I've got a PayPal credit line that I've never used that I actually need to test out. And I've got some introductory low finance shit. I may very well buy that $400 one and set it up like to pay on it for a year, a little bit each month, and it doesn't cost me any extra. And I want to make sure the PayPal line is, I haven't used it at all. It's $2,200 and it's my largest single credit line. So, you know what? Hello, who's this?
Hey, man.
Who is this?
Mark, is Chris there?
Fuck, I just read the fucking... This is Geg, right? Robert Smith?
Is Chris there? Has he showed up yet?
Has the harbor master that has fucking harassed me and fucking let the cops in on me. You know what? I had the cops out here today and they couldn't get in. They could not get in without Chris there. And Chris was there both times when they arrested me and when they swatted me. So they may not have access like we thought. The MAGA neighbors said that they can get in whenever they want. And we put that to the test today. And oh, and there was fresh bomb threats. Do you know how fucking serious bomb threats are, motherfucker?
That's crazy. I was looking at the drone footage and you getting arrested by the two female cops.
2 female cops. It's not accurate. How do you fucking... Where'd you come up with that? There was 1 female cop there.
They looked like female. They were 2 taking you away. I was looking at the footage from the drone.
Wait, you were expecting Chris and you're asking if he's here. There's a white pickup truck up there. And it's got to... You know, Chris, I think, drives a white pickup. Someone yelled at me out of a white pickup one day, and then they showed up. I'm not sure if that's who it is and all that, but yeah, I was looking. It's funny you should call right now. Believe it or not, we're waiting on the police to call me back, and the stalker beat him to it. Okay, I need
Where's the Hutchkins working pretty good, I think.
I couldn't hear you. I'm doing something physical.
Okay.
Technically, this is dangerous. I have a phone in each hand and I'm on the back of the boat. If I were to trip, I have to chuck the phone to catch myself. Okay, there is a truck up there, but that looks like a brown. Yeah, it's not. No. The one that yelled at me with Chris in it was all white. You're watching me right now. Wouldn't I be able to see? You can hear drones like they were really loud. There's no hush, kid. The moving air, it's a little mini helicopter. The rushing air is, there's no such thing. It's like a vacuum cleaner. They make a high-pitched whee noise.
This one's diesel and gas. It's not what you think in the way drone.
Oh, and you're claiming it's a fucking combustion engine drone, a supersized drone. Those would be...
It's got a battery and it's got kerosene.
You just said diesel. Kerosene and diesel are 2 different things. Completely different things. So what do you see? Are you in California or are you in Florida? You keep saying different shit.
I've been going back and forth.
Yeah, you said you were here, but you said there was a snowstorm and you had to go chill with your family because that was a rare event. And you said you came back and you brought a drone, but then you said you left it with Richard Crown, saw a pedophile, and he got up to some shit with it you didn't approve of and like disavowed that. Like, hey, what he's doing, that's him. But you apparently gave him the drone. And you said Lorraine Morris and Richard were handing out flyers calling me a pedophile at one of my favorite pizza joints and the shopping center I live next to. Yeah, do I have the summation about accurate there?
I can't stand Crow.
You were his buddy. What are you talking about? You can't stand him. That's how we met. You were partnering with him, and I came in to warn you, like, hey, do you know the guy you're talking to is a repeat offender, child molester, and a horrible stalker? And you're like, I don't give a fuck. Then later, like a year and a half later, you had some sort of falling out. I actually technically don't know why, but you all were on good terms, then became on bad terms. And then he, like, had people come over to your house and vandalize your shit? Like, he attacked you?
Yeah. Crow did that.
Yeah, you caused property damage at your place in Florida, right? The gardening center, or whatever you call that.
How do you figure Crow got sworn in as a cop with this record? How's that even possible?
Crowell's not a cop. His family member, and I believe it's his sister's husband, is the cop.
No.
Like his sister sucks pig dick, right?
Crow just got sworn in as a cop. He is actually a cop now.
The repeat offender child molester, the continuous sexual assault on a child under 14, and I know it's his stepson because he stood next to me in court under oath and told the judge that right in front of me.
I know. He's pretty cop. He goes to the video like a month back of him getting sworn in, and I was like, oh, that's gotta be fake. But then I get a parking ticket in the mail from him, and it's real. Like, he's actually a cop.
And you're saying he's abusing his authority to attack you further.
He's a cop in LA.
Well, although I doubt what you're saying is true, there is that thing that I've come to understand, that the reason Crow got favor and got out of jail and everything is he's a saboteur. He attacks people that film the police, just like Fraudulent Troll and Unclean Hands. He bullies people that film the cops, and they like that. The Thin Blue Line, the whole community appreciates his work and attacking people. Remember, he attacked Tom Zebra too. We briefly worked together, me and Tom Zebra, and he attacked him. And he hit him just like me. Fucking horrible shit, like telling him he hoped his dad was gonna die and shit. And his dad was sick too. Like, horrible personal shit. And he never did anything to him at all. Tom Zebra never did anything to anybody.
Have you been taking your AZT?
What? I couldn't hear you. They got their radio cranked up.
Have you been taking your AZT? Did you get sick?
ACP? What is that?
For HIV?
I'm clean. I had a recent test. I'm clean. And honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to get AIDS. If I didn't get it, fucking hookers in my wild younger days back in college at 19, 20 years old and shit, I ain't going to get it because I rarely am active anymore. And the number, like 1 year of 2005 versus now to my dying day is roughly comparable. Like, I fucking am retired, man. I went from 2022 to 2025 with zero in between, and it's been one person in 2025. And although there were 3 hookers back in 2022, one of them ripped me off, and I didn't like try to perform. Like, I ate her pussy and shit, but I never fuck. And then a hot girl fucked me, and I ran out of time and got blown off. And then the thing with the 3-way and the dude getting fucked. He was fucking his girl, and she was giving me a hand job, and I also didn't get to that. But all 3 fails, and that's half a decade. The next one back before that's 2020 with the fat bitch that I hoarded myself to for hotel money in downtown Santa Ana when the shelter wouldn't let me in to shower and shit during the pandemic. And while I'm fighting with the cops, the random fat bitch started begging for dick. And the whole thing was on fucking... The hooker wanted to see that. I told the current one from here in Stockton, I told her that story, and she was like, bring it up, and I fucking did. I just pulled it straight up. Like, remember, the fat bitch left me 9 of the 12 beers in the fridge. She sent me to get food and beer and shit after we fucked around. Like, she gave me her credit card, and I went to the store and got food and beer and brought it back. And they overcharged her. Like, I told, it was like Jack in the Box or something, and I told them how much money to put on her car because we were splitting bills and shit, and they fucked up and put too much, and I was like, I specifically told you this much, whatever. I went back and told her, and she's like, oh, I can overdraft a little bit, it's okay, whatever. But, like, I swear, I told them explicitly the amount we agreed on. Like, but she paid her fair share for sure that night. Frankly, I didn't have much. I didn't have a place to shower and I wouldn't have a place to eat. Like, that's it. Like, she took care of me for the night. And I had an office in $1 million building and I went to work the next day.
I remember the office.
Yeah, big play. I knew that housing, you guys would fuck it up. So I didn't make the play for housing. I made the cheaper play for the office so I could get work done. I was like, you know what? When it's shower time, I go to the gym, which I need to anyway. When it's sleep time, I just fucking do my thing and break it off. Fuck it, handle it, just do it. So I had a $600 situation in a nice office, power. I never had to worry about battery because I had backup batteries and I got to fully charge every day I went to work. And so I didn't have to do the coffee house thing and sit at Starbucks for 5 hours in the corner charging my shit. Like, and I had bandwidth. I had the ability to upload a bunch of videos and I kicked it into high gear. Oh, that reminds me of something else I'm pissed about. You guys called my smoke shop sponsor in Newport Beach that fucking hooked me up back in the day during the pandemic when I had the office. And I put their information in the description box of all my videos on my personal vlog, as I promised them I would. But there's some little Asian kid there now that fucking called me up and was like, I don't know I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna fucking sue you and take your YouTube because you're putting my fucking shit on there as a sponsor. Like, no. This is 5 years ago. Your balls hadn't dropped yet. You're some kid. Rhodium Smoke Shop made a deal with me, and I promised to put that information in there in perpetuity if they gave me the deal on the giant crazy bong I had. And they kept up their end, and he made it rain on me, man. He gave me tons of that was the one with the triple shower head percolator and the nice carrying case and the sticky Bear Quartz mat that would like stick it to a wall like horizontal so you didn't knock it off the table, and the banger set up and turp slurper, the whole fucking 9 yards. And now they're hating on me, and it's because you guys committed tortious interference and got in between. The dude must have bought the shop. He's a young Asian kid. It was a white dude that I partnered with in 2020. And why are you doing that? What the fuck? Why are you sabotaging a smoke shop sponsor? What the hell is wrong with me doing a basic plug of a head shop that sells nice pipes and stuff? Since they blessed me and gave me, that's a contract. They fulfilled their end of the bargain by giving me property for a hugely discounted price. And
there's a bunch of agents that joined TVM like the last. I guess since maybe last Labor Day. We must have did something on Labor Day to piss me off.
When's Labor Day?
September 5th.
So I was at Romana's then, right?
Oh, I don't remember.
It was late October when I left Romana's, and it was April when I showed there last year, right? 24?
Yeah, it was last year, yeah.
The whole time I was at Romana's, I had nearly zero social contact. There was just 2 occasions that I did. And one of them was that girl I met that fucking scanned me. And the other one was the couple that I was talking to about my YouTube on the walk home from the repair shop. And a crackhead bothered us and it scared us both. Me and the dude were like fucking making eye contact and he got his bat and shit. And I suggested, hey, how about we get out of here and go smoke a bong at my place, and came over for a half hour. That's it. I had no interaction with any person except the stalkers remotely. And no one knew, I don't do a lot socially. I don't involve with people a lot at all.
It's an Asian gang called United Bamboo. It's all across the country, and I guess apparently your picture is up in a bunch of Chinese restaurants throughout the country, and they just got a bounty on you.
Why? I like Asians. There's a video that you guys flagged back when Sean, the heroin dealer from South Bay, LA, was hanging out with me, and he was a tweaker bitch, and he was outside of a Goodwill or thrift store, and his girlfriend was in there shopping, and I was talking to him and talked to him about the service dog stuff because he had a dog, an emotional support animal, which is a different thing, but whatever. So they can go to hotels, and he was dealing with homelessness, and we're talking about how he was a tweaker and wasting his money on dope, and he had sold his laptop for fucking dope. I'm like, dude, you're wasting your money on dope, and you could have had that and played StarCraft and shit. And he's a Korean. He's Asian. He's Korean. And I like gave him free weed and smoked him out. I was like, dude, you should lay out the drugs. Imagine if you hadn't sold your laptop, you could play StarCraft like me. And like encouraged him to clean up his life and take a healthier course. And you all flagged it and went down temporarily, but then it came back. It's one of those rare appeals that I won because I'm literally just blessing another poor person. I'm still homeless. I was living in a tent and I didn't have the service dog then. It was it was during the time Crowell was bullying me at the peak. And I remember I was physically with Sean. We were going to get something to eat. I think he took me to dinner that one time, and the flag came through when I was with him. I don't remember when the appeal came through, but the flag happened when I was physically in his presence, meaning it couldn't be him. Like
some Asian videos or something, because I know your pictures up in like hundreds of Chinese restaurants across the country. Like
I was joking. I think that video still exists. I was joking, like, oh, Asians have superior genetics. That's why they're better at science and math and sports and everything.
What I think, remember when you like messed with some Asian security guard and you used a bunch of slurs on him?
Oh yeah. There's a cop in Lake Forest. Yeah, but that's a cop. I fucking nailed a cop. Yeah, no, there's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, 2 or 3 Asian cops I've gotten on over the years. And separately, at the MAGA protest, the people that were protesting like lockdowns and stuff at the Ralphs, they were Asian Christians, and I got on them about that. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, and I remember that now. But they're not real Asians though. They're fucking they're Americanized. They're Christians. Like, I respect Asian culture more than I do American culture. It's the opposite. I'm anti-American Christian and pro like in Japan, get this. In Japan, children have the right not to go to church if they don't want to. If you say you don't want to go to church, they can't force you to participate in religious ceremonies in Japan. Like if you're 7 years old and the Baptists are scaring you, telling you you're going to burn in hell, you can say, no, I don't want to do this. And circumcision, not even going to happen. I'm pro-Asian. I wish I was Asian. So why are the Asians hating on me? Because I hated on some specific Asians that were disgraced to their ancestry? That reminds me of a bus in Torrance. There was a preacher on it, a woman preaching, and I told her that she was a disgrace to her ancestors. Her ancestors would shame her for being a Christian. And they threw me off the bus. They stopped the bus.
They're picking the drone up at the ballpark right now. They landed it on the ballpark.
What do you accomplish by taking a bunch of drone footage of me? What do you accomplish by doing that? I'm a celebrity. I'm live streaming right now. I never cut that off from... Oh, by the way, was that you calling in the middle of the live stream?
No.
No, it wasn't? 30 minutes ago. Hold on.
I got it a little ago. It's in the morning here.
Shouldn't it be 7 in Florida? That's East Coast time, right? Yeah,
Florida's got I'm on Central.
Oh, I thought it was East Coast. It's the eastern edge of the country.
It's Mardi Gras. Yeah.
Oh, hold up. Someone's fucking on my Twitch stream right now, and you were talking at the same time they were. Oh, actually, that's a voice, the text to voice thing. Hold up, let me pull up. Who's on my, was it a spam, or was it a stalker? Who's on Twitch right now at 4 in the morning? Oh, you can stream natively with the Twitch app on your phone? That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. The one guy,
Just fucking, it's spam. It's spam. Selling views. Like, fuck, I don't want to buy views. Why do I need to buy views? My shit's legitimate. I just heard it through my headphones when I came back in. I heard it. Spam. You know, that's another thing. Sometimes I'll get spam, like Indian calls, like straight up regular phone scams, and I can't tell the difference between them and you. So, like, I go extra hard on them. Like, damn, dude, we were just trying to scam you out of gift cards. What the fuck? My mama? You have to bring my mama into this? Two watching. There's a second person watching. Hold on, put the headphones on. Yo, who's the second stalker? Like, I got a fucking gagger on the fucking line. He's on the phone line. Who's up in that pass? You know what? They just flicked in and out. That could have been a real person, a real viewer. Like an actual, that could be an instance of tortious interference right there.
So what about these new charges? What are you going to do about that?
Oh, they're gone, dude. It's so pathetic. They're charging me with felony criminal threats because I threatened his daughter. Because I said I wanted the government to take custody of his child like they did me. He's fucked. There's no fucking way. And I was taken under suspicious circumstances that I would love a court to explore. And he was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Nazi. Like, they're going to have to explain these messages. I think this is you right here. I've got your text messages pulled up right here. Yep, it's you. Yeah, but that's not the one I'm talking about. Let me go look at the block list. Oh, there's block messages I haven't gotten to. That was Ohio. Oh, and the insurance thing is getting old. You guys applying for insurance? Like, that's... that's still for all up sex shit. I want to fart on your face. I mean, yeah, that's not... Oh, did you hear the thing about A&E buying some of my story with Romana?
No.
I swear it. I filled out the contracts. I'm not joking.
That'd be great for her.
No, for me.
Take it all. That'd be great.
$500, man. It ain't that bad.
You owe it so big, like you totally dicked her over.
No, I didn't. I actually fucking did nothing but the right thing and helped her out, and she shot herself in the foot. She's stupid. She's schizo. There's witnesses.
Be there. Like, you're rebelling. You aren't even 55. Like, you can't even be there.
No, I've got proof that you're allowed to be a caretaker, which she grossly needed. Everything was on her fucking up. I've got proof. There's no question. I want the images with the swastika and shit. I hate it when I can't find stuff.
Oh, the swastikas.
Yeah, there's a black dude with a swastika. Like, this is from Florida. This is not your number, right? 954-841-8561. That's a Florida number.
I don't do swastikas.
Yeah, this is a black dude with a swastika. I think it's AI generated, or it's fucking someone famous that I don't understand or know about, which is not uncommon. But it just flat out says, "We're going to kill you." 5 words. We're going to kill you. Black dude with swastika. And then this is some white dude with, I don't know, blonde hair. Yeah, but it's from Florida. It's from Florida. Like your neighbor.
Well, you have warrants here in Florida. You know that.
Impossible. The only time I've ever been to Florida in my life as a minor.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Like, you've made online threats to people in Florida. And,
like the guy with from the swastika picture we were just talking about. Yeah, well, you can have Florida. It's, 1, a very red state. Fuck that. 2, hellhole, tropical, dangerous. I can't imagine how do homeless people deal in Florida. I said that last time you called. Like, what do you do in a Walmart tent if the fucking hurricane hits? You're gonna die. Like, it's not a joke. Like, that shit is. I can't deal with Florida. You can have Florida. I ain't going to Florida.
We just got up for hurricanes, you know. That's all we
Oh,
do.
this one was from Idaho. This is the one I reported this morning when I called 911 this morning. Let me quote this. You might want to check your boat. We may or may not have planted bombs on it. Just saying. Nigger name, cocksucker, faggot, wood. I will force you to build me a barbecue just like your daddy did. And then I will rape, beat you, and feed you your own shit off my bloody veiny cock. Man, dude, like, can you imagine if I ever dragged this shit in front of a jury and they read messages like that? Like, oh, is this dude experiencing harassment designed to antagonize and provoke him? Yeah. Like, how much more specific and explicit? And, you know, they're referencing stuff from my personal vlogs I've talked about my life. They're actually talking about stuff that's relevant to me. Like, that's a thing. Like,
It'd probably be like the thing though, like the jury wouldn't like you, and so they would just acquit all the people. You know what I'm saying?
so they wouldn't be. So it doesn't matter how many times they threaten me or what the tortious interference stuff and impersonation that they're not ever going to do. Especially, you know, impersonation is like my number one bitch. So you don't think they're ever going to do shit about impersonation?
Oh, come on, man! Coldwood vlogs is the best. You know that.
That's the biggest, but it'd be hard. You have to. I mean, it's so old at this point, you can't fucking have anything bigger. Oh, there it is. I found it at last. It took me 10 minutes to fucking save, to find the fucking swastika. Let's see how. I mean, your grammar is so bad too. Death skull symbol to CW nigger sucker faggot pedo. Yeah, and it's a swastika flag with an iron cross in the top left corner. But the way the flag is sideways, like if you stood the cross up like a regular cross, it'd be the top right corner. And there may be some symbology to that, the top right iron cross. The cop, I was telling the cop about this the other day, and he said, isn't that something German related? Like, yeah, I think it is. And here's a cool fact. Hegseth, the Department of Defense nomination by Trump, I haven't been following closely enough, but I think he's going to get accepted. Although I'm not sure. He's got that tattoo on his chest. So like a decorated tattoo Nazi is going to head the American military. One below Trump.
One they made where it's Nibbler with the thin blue line flag and the boots on stomping on you.
I don't think I have that one.
That was freaking awesome, dude. I saw that. I was cracking up. I was like, man, you guys should stop. You're going to make him handcuff himself and jump overboard, you know?
No, I won't be myself. I may, essentially commit suicide, but there's a phrase for that. They call it suicide by cop.
That's true.
That's like a whole phenomenon. Like, that's a thing. Someone else came up with that. I heard about that, like, when I was a kid, too. That's an old thing. Like, if you don't have the balls to pull the trigger and kill yourself, get the cops to do it for you. And you know what? I might do that. And, while I'm at it, you know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to pick one of these hate churches. I'm just going to do some research and find a church preacher that's saying, we got to round up these faggots and kill them. We got to burn them alive. We got to show them what faggot means. We're going to burn these faggots alive. And then attack his congregation. Like, do you really think that I wouldn't do that? That I wouldn't fucking, essentially fight for my survival?
I don't even think you're capable of that. I think you have zero firearms experience. And
Dude, you're an idiot. I'm a country boy. Everyone has guns. Like, it's the other way around. I grew up in the country, and I'm a better shot than my military father, and I'm named after a gun. I went to summer camp and had 4-H camp and rifle practice. I was in the police explorers in high school. The branch of the Boy Scouts that they worked with the police, the chaperone, the community service and shit. I went shooting with them, and I was the best shot of all the cops and all the kids. The best, period. Like, I'm a good shot. I'm good with physics.
When they go to church, everybody carries a church. speaking of, I gotta start getting ready for church in a couple minutes.
Well, yeah, that's why I burned it. It's gonna, Molotov cocktails, set the fucker on fire, and then cover the exit doors and start blasting people as they come out. So it causes a bottleneck, and they turn on each other, and everyone's carrying, so the people in the back will shoot their way out. Get out there. No holding back. Get out there. Like you was cannon fodder. They'll be taking body shields. A big old country dude will take a little old lady as a body shield. Ain't gonna help him though.
Play too many video games.
Too many? Not enough, nigga. One of you other stalkers was making fun of me for not completing the battle pass, like on the last season, and I almost did. It was like 96% or something, and I fucking didn't finish it. And there was a Wonder Bar gobble gum that I could have gotten. Those are expensive, and the only way you can get one is to pay $20, and then you get 2 of them. You get a bunch of other ones too, but they're expensive.
A few minutes. We gotta get ready for church and move it here. But so what's gonna happen? Because you're gonna have to move the boat. Do you want that split up or what?
No, I'm giving up on the boat. There ain't no way. Like, y'all beat me. The money's gone. I can't fix it. I can't buy the other boat. It's over. Like, there's no question. The bail's like $8,600, and then the car wreck was like $3,000, and it's gone. It's over. It's done. I lost. It's over.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, I went shopping for RVs the other day. I don't have the capacity for a toy hauler, and I was like, well, maybe if I could just get a storage unit in a city locally and circle around it with a small tow behind trailer, bumper pull trailer, maybe I can make it work like that. But I can't have my goal. I wanted to have a toy hauler and motorcycles on board and do it like that and have it a little bit remote and come into town, but it ain't gonna work. So they're so cheap though. They're so cheap. It's $170 a month for this basic little fucking bumper pull trailer, but I've heard horror stories that RVs break all the time and they're fucking worthless or junk, blah, blah, blah. But brand spanking new is $170 a month. It only is $11,999, 12 grand. And there's a mandatory $2,000 inspection thing and all that, so 14 grand. So 10 years, $170 a month. 4K down. How much towed
RVs when you get an RV towed?
It's low 5,000s. My capacity is 9,200. Already checked all that out.
When the tow truck comes, that's what I'm talking about. Like when you get your RV towed by the tow truck, dude, that's expensive. Like that ain't no $1,400 for a couple motorcycles and an old truck. Like that's like you're talking like.
And so what you're saying is you and the stalkers are going to get it towed and impounded and take it from you right away, right?
Well, I'm just saying I would definitely get AAA.
Oh, I have AAA, and I have to have RV. There's no difference. RV is recreational vehicle, and for AAA to cover motorcycles, you already have to have RV. So I already have the upgraded, more expensive AAA that covers RVs. I already have it, and I've had it the whole time since I've had just the Yamaha bike. And I did that for emergency likes because everything I have, like I had nothing else, so I maintained. And remember, I put Romana on as a family member. I even got her the printed card and the whole 9 yards. And you know what? I still haven't taken her off. I need to do that. I have not removed her, but I need to remove her. But she had active AAA with me, and I do have the RV package.
Her and Mario were in that Zoom meeting for TBM like a week or two ago, and she's really nice. Like you really, I can't believe you did that to her.
I didn't do anything wrong. She fucked up and they're witnesses. I did the right thing. I helped maintain her place. I fixed it up. She's a hoarder. She's crazy. She's filthy. Do you remember the bugs? And by the way, how the hell did I successfully get my stuff moved and not get a bug infestation? I swear it, not one bug. No bugs over here. I'm shocked. I would have bet cash money that I would have had a bug infestation because they were rampant. But I made it.
Those were American cockroaches.
Nope, German. I did the research. They're German.
They were too big to be German.
No, I did the research. I looked it up and everything. That's the taxonomic thing. They're German cockroaches. I don't know if they're literally from Germany, but that's what they're called. And the eggs take 56 days to hatch. I did some research. And I also bought the poison shit and lit them up. Like fucking dropped a nuke on them. Fucking, I tried. And when I moved, when I loaded the storage box I sent, I included 0 food, nothing edible, nothing even close. And no weed either. Nothing, because it's organic. Like I fucking made sure there was nothing in there except I gathered up all those roach traps that I bought from the house and threw them all in there. So it's like anything that moves, die. And somehow, some way, I got it here, and there's not one bug in my storage. There's not one bug on my boat. I pulled a miracle on that one. I would have bet cash money that I would have continued to have a roach infestation.
What are you going to do about the boat? You only got a couple weeks left till they kick you out.
Yeah, like I said, I'm fucked. I'm actually pretty sure I'm going to sink it now because the cops told me that it would cost them $50,000 if it sank here at the marina. So, $50,000, Chris. Tough luck. I think I'm going to set a booby trap tied around a dildo. Like, so when someone grabs the dildo and moves it, it pops and sinks the boat. Like, there's already through-hole problems and corrosion and shit, and I'm going to move all my stuff out and get it away and leave nothing but a shell, and good luck, Susie. Fucking your $50,000 removal fee. I'd like to set it on fire, but then that could spread to something else and damage something. You can't do that.
They'll bill you for all that, dude.
No. If the boat sinks if someone comes in here, grabs my sex toy and tugs it, and that causes the boat to sink, whoever's fucking on my boat, you fucked up. I don't know. Shouldn't have grabbed my dildo. I got a dildo for it too, or a butt plug. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure it's dirty.
Why don't you move the boat?
Where? You all called every marina around. It can't be done. And I don't have the money to fix it anymore like that. And I really was going to fix it too. Even buying the second boat. I have the new mechanic and I was going to work with him. And he said that I could get one engine running cheaper than I thought. He said maybe even as low as $2,000. So, and then the bottom thing was supposed to be $4,000, but they said I could do physical labor and get some of that knocked down. So total of $46,000, and I'd have this boat running with one engine and be able to putter it around. But where? I talked to the San Joaquin sheriffs about water safety stuff, and they're like, fuck your rights. We tow boats. We're not going to let you sleep on the water. People say, oh, we know our rights in the federal law all the time, and then we take them and take their boats. So I'm fucked. I'm just fucked. It's over. And it was a good boat, and the family that gave it to me blessed me with this, and I'm still in contact with them. They are disappointed in the situation, and it's sad, but I'm fucked. Yeah, you fucked me. You took my hope of a decent place to stay. It's small, but it's all I need. What more do I need? I've been satisfied. It's a table to sit at and a bed to sleep on, and there's some storage stuff for my. That's it.
Get it towed out to Emmett and just buy like an acre. Put it on there.
Put a boat on dry land and try to live out of it.
Yeah, put it up on jacks.
It would cost $4,200 to send it there. Why the hell would I go to Hemet? The only reason I ever in my life went to Hemet was to be Romana's caretaker.
It's warm there.
Oh, you mean warmer in Southern California than Northern. Now, that is true. Being homeless, cold does impact things. But I was thinking about going further north to Humboldt. But it doesn't matter. There's weed. San Francisco's got plenty of fucking good weed. I don't have to worry. Weed is so cheap to me now because I buy in bulk that I don't care. If it costs me $2 a day or $2.50 a day, isn't really a big fucking deal. I mean, I know it's $15 a month, but still, I've got weed all day. And I've got did you see the new bong? Or rather the replacement bong? The tank glass bong is back. Except I got the shorter one. And not because I couldn't have got the bigger one, but because it doesn't fit right. And I couldn't sit on the table and fucking smoke it.
Bong is bad. You need to quit that, man. You need to quit that shit. That's why your life's all fucked up. You smoke that marijuana.
Oh, shut up, you two-faced bitch. You said your family grew and you grow all your life. And there's research showing that for high school students, cannabis can be as effective as ADHD medication. What would you rather have a high school kid on? Cannabis or Adderall? Of course, I end up on both, but... Huh? I missed it.
The Bible.
The Bible. Oh, okay. So reject science and stick their head up their ass. Okay.
We do God's work. You know that. We're trying to do God's work.
What, the part where they kill faggots and silence women and circumcise babies and... If you knew anything about genetics, the story of the Ark and all the humans getting off the Ark 6,000 years ago is so stupid. Like, the level of inbreeding, everybody would look like, well, Lustefano. Inbreeding is bad.
You've never had a child. Anybody who's ever had a child and held a newborn baby in their arms knows that a fish didn't call the baby up on a beach and then the baby built shelter and found water and food. So,
yeah.
once you become a food, you understand the cycle of life.
Dude, you are just ignorant of biology. That's not how it works. A fish doesn't crawl on the fucking land, just automatically start building shelter. There's a long progression of aquatic life on the edges of the water, and what happened was vegetation was on the land. That's a food source, and the ones that adapted to start obtaining food from on land where there weren't any predators flourished and took off, and then adapted and changed and split up and started hunting each other. Like, it's their evolution is so clearly the correct answer.
Well, I'll pray for you in church today.
How about you open a biology? Don't pray for me. Open a biology book and learn something. Don't focus on humans evolving from monkeys. Start simple. Go back to the fishes. Go back to single cell, like how prokaryotes became eukaryotes when the nucleus, and how one cell swallowed another cell and ended up in a symbiotic relationship, and that's how more complex life arose, and also the origins of sexual reproduction. So recombination happened instead of just replication, which vastly enhanced evolution. The rate of evolution from sexual recombination versus just like bacteria dividing, self-dividing, is orders of magnitude faster.
Okay, whatever. So listen, here's what you got to do. Wherever you move to, you just have to be nicer to people. And
how about I just don't talk to people and stay by myself? I'm good on that. A hooker once every half decade, and apparently I'm okay. How about I just stay away from people, because I know I have problems and it'll be nothing but trouble, and I don't want problems because I like my nice things like my TV and PlayStation and shit and phone. So how about I just stay by myself and stay away from people and be satisfied with the life of being able to watch television, be able to learn, be able to I can even work on my business and do shit like investigative journalism, like exploring police watching, cop watching, and the service dog rights thing, and just stay the fuck away from everyone. Why can't I do that? I've mastered the art of staying by myself and being lonely without being too lonely. Why can't I just be left in peace to live my little miserable life and wait for death?
That's why we keep recommending the Stalking for you. That's why we keep recommending it. You should watch some videos on it. And we think you would do good there.
One of the first things to select a location for me to go was you not knowing where it is. So that's like automatically like step one, we're done. I don't, dude, I told you earlier, I'm giving up on the boat. It was a miracle that I had it set up to be able to have the boat. And the second boat was just fucking cray. The dude's got credit card debt and needed a chunk of cash, and I managed to get a chunk of, like, it just went down like that. But I can't keep up with it now. Like, I had an opportunity, and long term, I could have done it all. This slip here is nice, and the $550 rent is acceptable. I can. Not only can I cover $550 with my disability. Let's say Elon Musk does crash the government and destroy SSDI. I could have kept up with $550 begging on the street, and then long term, like, I would have been okay. I could have kept up with this here if you all hadn't have fucked me off. Long term. I was doing that back when I had Nibbler. No, not Nibbler, the fucking Buddy, the original service dog before the YouTube. The Pomeranian, I was doing it, and I had a room rented. At first I had the office for like $350, and when in the what's it called, ordinance, or not permit, there's another word in there, but the restriction people said I couldn't stay in the office anymore. I moved to an apartment with roommates, about $550 a month, and just handled it. That's it. With flying a sign, had nothing else, no cash whatsoever coming in, and I was fine, actually flourishing. And I had an Xbox and a TV and nice enough phone, and I was fine. So if I'd have been left alone here, $550 rent is the best I'm gonna get. By half, double that, $1,100 a month is not great housing here in California. But that was the best situation for me, and y'all fucked it up. I did absolutely nothing wrong. I was minding my own business.
A cheap apartment, and cheapest place you're going to find in California. I had a house in Alturas I sold for like $65. I bought it for $33 back during the 08 crash. And you can find apartments in Alturas, like in Modoc County, super cheap. If you look on the Modoc record, there'll be classifieds there.
The lowest, it doesn't matter. I've done the research for the cheapest apartment, and the cheapest I could find were actually up in Humboldt, and it was about $950 a month for a studio. And I can't sign for a $950 a month. I would have to have $9, $18, $27, $28.50, $2,850 in verified income per month to sign a lease. And I get $1,311 plus the food stamps. It comes out to right about $1,700. That's it. No, excuse me, $1,600. That's it.
$100 in Modoc. A whole house would get you $1,100 in Modoc.
I can't sign for $1,100. 1/3 of $1,600 is my max. So about $5-something, $540, $550. That is the maximum I can sign, because of the restriction of having 3 times verified income as rent. Those are the rules. And up in Humboldt, I even tried to tell them, like, look, I got a bunch of money for my disability back pay. I'll pay the whole lease. I'll pay the down payment, the deposit, and the whole 12 months lease. So I don't owe you anything. What could you possibly be tripping on? And they still wouldn't let me do it. They were like, you need $3,000 a month verified income to live here. You don't have it, you're out of luck. I can't do it. I can't sign for anything except this boat slip here. My income matched the correct numbers. Without cosigner, I bought it. And I paid no problem, and would have continued to do so infinitely. And I clearly set myself up well. The office is fine and dandy. The TV, computer, PlayStation. For half of a decade, I don't need anything. I got nice phones. I got the internet thingy and the antenna. I've got everything I need, and even weird shit like skis are in my storage unit, and a bodyboard. Like, I don't need anything but to be left alone, and you all wouldn't let me have it.
I got to get ready to go to church, man. But look, maybe look at Modoc, or you could move the boat up to Crescent City.
I'm not going to move the boat. I'm giving up. Like, I really might fucking commit the atrocity and just get it over with, dude. Like, I'm sick and tired. I'm tired. I'm sick of fighting it. My life is hell. I barely have sitting here playing some Call of Duty or some StarCraft, or maybe on the YouTube channel on the service dog thing, talking to someone who also got bullied for having a service dog a little bit. That's the extent of my life. That's all I got. And that barely is enough to put a smile on my face when I'm taking antidepressants and smoking weed. It's barely worth living for. And then you're taking that from me.
Before I go, I'll leave you with this. We got, have you ever heard of Publix grocery stores? It's a big grocery chain in Florida.
Yeah, vaguely have. I don't think I've ever been to one, but vaguely.
Not them getting dogs. I got them to ban dogs. One of the owners lives here near Pensacola, and we're hanging out fishing. I was like, bro, you gotta get on this, man. I keep going, I keep seeing dogs in public. And I showed him some of your videos, and like he totally joined CPM, and now Publix doesn't allow dogs in.
So you're saying service dogs? That's not legal in America. Service dogs will have access.
We're working on Home Depot next to ban dogs from Home Depot and Lowe's. If people keep bringing them,
those were already banned, but it doesn't matter if the store bans them. Service dogs would have access to both Home Depot and the grocery store, Publix place. It doesn't matter, with the exception of churches and native tribal shit. Except for those, there's no America. The ADA is clear; they have access. Service dogs do. My dog would have.
I'm trying to get signatures on a bill that'll ban dogs from riding in cars. Like, you know, when you see a dog looking out the window, sitting in the driver's lap, like I can't stand seeing that. And so we're trying to get a law passed in Florida to where like dogs have to be in a cage when they ride in the car.
Dude, what is your thing with dogs? Did a dog fuck your mother or something? Like, why are you hating on dogs? Who hates on dogs?
Just hate dogs. I like cats. I hate dogs.
They both have their uses. Cats are important for rodent control and shit. And get this, the old hooker I hooked up with here in Stockton, she's a crazy cat lady, and she brings cat food. She whores herself out and spends the money to get cat food and take care of kittens and stuff. She's a crazy cat lady.
You two sound like a good team, but I gotta go to church. We'll pray for you that you find the way and like that your boat situation works out. You find.
I'd rather you stop praying, stop contacting me, and start learning and learn about evolution and weather and climate change. Florida is fucking. And yeah, so the cop never called back, and the stalker did, and just gaslighting the fuck out of me. But how much is gaslighting? How much is he really religious and against evolution and wants to kill faggots? And we don't know. We don't have a way of knowing. But it's harassing messages and phone calls. It's a violation of the penal code. He has called. By the way, I can't access this menu during the phone call, it said, and I didn't know that, like that. So it's just, like, let's see, how many? Like, I can't, it's hard for me with my bad eyes to focus, so I don't fucking, I just have to estimate this one, like, as fast as you can flick it, it still takes a second. And the earliest was 2/9/25. Oh, that's right now. Oh, it goes the other way. 10/27/24. Oh, that's the one I was saying, October 27th. I said that, and then the text messages were October 28th, but the phone calls went all the way back to October 27th. And this is harassing about moving to Stockton before I ever got to Stockton. Oh, and the police never, and the police said, we clearly heard them, like, pay attention to your phone, we're going to contact you. Let's make sure I didn't get any calls. Emergency going out, stalker coming in. Oh, these go to sleep when they don't move for a while, and the second you touch them, it clicks back off. That's kind of interesting. These are the best headphones you can buy. I went out of my way to get good ones. Oh, and wireless too, because I hate the wire thing. Oh, and again, I haven't organized all. I got wire ties and routing stuff up here, and I was gonna set all this up and have it neat and prim and pretty, but it's just always I got one foot out the door, and that's, I figured 2 days of labor to get all the shit with the audio equipment and stuff to set up 2 whole days of labor, and what do I get for it? I might not even finish before I get kicked out. I could get kicked out 3 days later. I gain no functionality. It's just to take a pretty picture and show. Although showing what I'm losing, optimizing the space and showing what I'm losing, that might be a thing. But, you know what? Doing a bunch of work. And he uses nigger name. What the fuck is he talking about Asians hating on me? When I made fun of the Asians at the MAGA protests and stuff, those are American Asians that fled China because they weren't allowed to be religious enough. I'm more Asian than they are. Like, it's the opposite. Like, I'm a fucking communist. I'm tired. So the horrible troll that's risking people's lives to entertain himself by bullying is a devout Christian that gets up at the crack of dawn to take his family to church. Oh, and the fucking stream is just going. So they're basically just listening. Oh, except when this went off and the TV kicked on, I guess. But other than that, they've just been listening to this. So whatever, drama in the background, it happens. I don't fucking know or care. Technically, it's content. Are you willing to stream in your fights with your stalkers? And the reports to the cops. That was annoying as fuck, girl. And he said it wasn't him. So just coincidentally, I got lit up, 17 times by one stalker and then passed off to another stalker. Oh, I need to upload this. This is 1 hour and 27 minutes and 30 seconds. A feature-length Hollywood film. Oh, thirsty. I need water. Alright, you fuckers. I have to upload this, and it's going to take forever. I kind of wanted to say an hour and a half. I was going to say I made a feature-length film about Stalker and bullshit. And also, what's up with the cops? We all saw, now, it's hard to record. She said something about that, like, continue recording and documenting everything. Well, yeah, I did, but the cop didn't call, friendly one or otherwise. And I love, what if he'd have called, I could have done the merge thing and had him on there. I love that when the government's got their own recordings of it. Because remember how the stalkers keep saying, this call didn't happen. This never happened. You're schizophrenic. We never called you. I can't stand that shit. It blows my fucking mind up. It brings me to tears. I cannot stand gaslighting. $30 a feature-length film on accident. And people, and the stalkers ask why I don't edit and stuff, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't have enough time, nigger. You can't make an hour-and-a-half video every day and fully edit. Are you joking? And that's not the only video I made today. And I did a 2-hour and 51-minute live stream, which is mostly just redundant with this. But, you know, the first half wasn't. It was a real game. And I'm sick. I'm physically ill. What the fuck, dude? I should do like directed solo to learn the Easter egg steps to increase my value as a team player, but then you don't get as much experience with that, so you're slowing yourself down there. Alright, it's over. So there you go. Feature length accidental video, and the cop said continue documenting, make sure you get it all, and I got a hell just coincidentally called. He doesn't call well, fuck. I mean, my phone does get blown up every day, but he doesn't call and have a long conversation like that every day. It's pretty rare. Depression. Oh, I gotta go to the hospital and get more antidepressants today. There's no question. Yep, I will. And I think I'm gonna go, or I'm gonna fuck around with Call of Duty a little bit more in an hour and a half whenever first light comes. Actually, you know what? I got fucking headlights. I'm gonna go ass early to the hospital because I don't want to play with it's been fucking 3 days since I ran out of antidepressants. And that's not safe. Like, you don't stop antidepressants. Did I save any? I gotta go look right now. Maybe there's like one pill I had stashed for an emergency, but Zoloft is fucking just like, you know, quit. So if you all would stop bullying me and focus on the Nazi pedophile stalkers, it'd be a lot better.